am at the gallery, the art gallery at 5304 Detroit. Tell me what it is. What's the gallery?
5304, it's Puerto-Casiano Gallery. It's, we opened probably like 8 years ago. We were running the gallery for like 3 or 4 years, and then we stopped doing the gallery scene. We recently opened the gallery in June 16th of this year, 2013. That was a grand opening. The first grand opening on that date, it was most of my work. Today actually is what's the date?
Today is
August 2nd.
August 2nd.
August 2nd, and the production is a collaboration with Esperanza and the Esperanza youth students.
And I should point out that I have Bruno and his lovely wife Edna here. So this event is in collaboration with Esperanza. Tell me about Esperanza.
Well, I know Esperanza's been around for close to 25 years or more, maybe. And today's event is being conducted by one of the program coordinators, Martinez Garcia. He's a CIA with the Institute of Art. He's part-time working at Esperanza, and they did a collaboration with Hispanic Seniors and the students at Esperanza. So it was an intergenerational program within the arts. And so what they did was they got stories from the Hispanic seniors, and the students got stories from the Hispanic seniors, and they developed an art piece. And then the students, you know, were very creative in their art form. So they did their stories in multimedia, and ceramic, and some photography. And from what the stories the seniors told them, they developed their art form. And then they needed a space, and we opened the doors. So here we are celebrating culture. And the title of this event is Productions of Culture.
Okay, and Bruno, tell me, Hispanic art, different than other art?
No, I would say it still is in that culture of artists and art itself. I think it's just like any form of art. It's of that particular culture, that background. In some cases, it tends to be. In the case of my background, Puerto Rican, it tends to be a little bit brighter in some cases if it's a reflection of the island living. You know, I come from Puerto Rico. I grew up in Puerto Rico, but now I'm 23 years in Cleveland, so it's a combination. So even though I have certain colors and brightness in my latest work that reflect the islander status of that time, but it's a little bit more contemporary than it was before. But the reality is it brings certain aspects that you can't erase. It's impossible, you know, it's part of who you are. But the gallery, and some people, many people have asked me, is this an Hispanic gallery? And I tell them it has part Hispanic, but it's a gallery like any other gallery. It's open to good art, good causes. It's open to good causes as the one of Esperanza, you know, at risk kids, needy kids economically, because they have it's a good event. Why not do it? You know, if you could house it, you know, and later on, if there's 20 artists, young artists that show art here, and you get two to be an artist, that's good. And the other ones could be whatever eventually, but the impact that it has on their lives, it's just amazing. So that's the whole reason. But the art as Hispanic alone, no, you know, we're all here, you know, it's an art gallery, and I'm more of the culture of artists than the one as equal as I am Puerto Rican, I would say, you know, because I've been so merged into the art since I was a kid as I was as much into the culture of being Puerto Rican. So, you know, I can't distinguish one